Hello guys, it's Indian Footballer back over here, and here are my Premier League predictions for the 2021 season. I will be predicting how the Premier League table will look after the Premier League season ends. So let's get started. 20th, West Brom. You come up, you go down. Simply said, West Brom don't have the players and the manager to stay in the Premier League. They'll probably repeat what Norwich did this season. 19th, Aston Villa. They were lucky to stay up this season. Every day is not a Sunday, and every season you won't be saved by the heroics of Jack Grealish on the final day of the season. Plus, every year you won't have a Ryan Fraser in the opponent's team who would decide not to play, dreaming about a top 6 club and getting nothing. 18th. Well, we come to the final relegation spot, and it is booked for Fulham. Well, Fulham might have some chance of staying up. It might turn out to be a final day showdown. I feel VAR decisions not going or going in the favor of Fulham might decide whether they go back into the Championship or stay in the Premier League. 17th, West Ham. Well, they'll be stuck in another relegation battle and might not be safe this time. This is what happens if your manager is David Moyes. They have only signed Thomas Suchek, who is not good enough to single-handedly lift this West Ham side to the next level. 16th, Crystal Palace. They are probably going to carry the terrible last season's form into the next season. They won just one match in their last 9 Premier League games. This is clear relegation form, but they still might win sometimes good enough to keep them in the Premier League. Probably Roy Hodgson will also get a firing by the end of the season as he is 73 years old and football needs younger tacticians. 15th, Leeds United. They are surely going to stay up under the great manager Marcelo Bielsa. Plus, I feel the club record signing Rodrigo is going to be brilliant. They won't have the caliber to push above this level because the squad still needs improvements. 14th, Brighton. Well, staying in the Premier League won't be a problem, but certainly they will not finish in the top half. We might see a Brighton as a better team compared to last season. Players like Adam Lallana and Ben White will surely improve this team. 13th, Newcastle. Well, the same old story as Brighton. Won't win a relegation scrap, but will definitely not finish in the top half. Steve Bruce surely will do enough to keep this club in the Premier League. I could have been predicting them to finish in the Champions League spots if the Saudi takeover was completed, and they would have just opened the checkbook and signed every single player on this planet with two working legs. 12th, Southampton. Well, they won't be conceding 9 goals in a single match again this season. Won't get much of an upgrade on the last season's performances, and the season would end in a decent mid-table finish for them. 11th, Sheffield United. Well, all the Blades fans will be saying that Blades challenged for Europe last season and will be successful in getting it this season. But no, all the other teams have strengthened their squad and will surely finish above them. Blades have also lost their goalkeeper, who they can thank for at least 1 or 2 wins. Aaron Ramsdale, his replacement is just not good enough. 10th, Burnley. I think they will be a really good side this season. England internationals like Pope are going to give their all to be in England's Euro 2021 squad. Surely they won't have enough to challenge for Europe as other clubs have just opened the checkbook and signed a lot of players to improve their teams. 9th, Everton. As a fact, Carlo Ancelotti has not finished in the bottom half of any league before the last season when Everton finished 12th. This won't happen for the second season running. He is surely going to improve this Everton team with new signings such as Allen, James Rodriguez, and Doucouré. 8th, Wolves. Well, they won't be getting a 7th place finish for the third year running. Other teams are just too good compared to them. They have also lost first team star Matt Doherty, which will surely affect their performances. 7th, Leicester City. Well, they could have easily finished in the Champions League spots this season, but they did not due to the poor run of form towards the end of the season. They might carry this form into the next season as well. They have also sold Ben Chilwell and have not brought his replacement. While other squads have improved a lot, it will be hard for Leicester City to compete with them. Sixth, Arsenal. They have done a decent job in the transfer market. They have bought experienced players like Willian and have also improved their defense a lot. I think they will get on to a good start in the Premier League, but will start losing towards the end of the season to concentrate more on the Europa League. Fifth, Tottenham. They have made good signings in the transfer window in the form of Matt Doherty and Højbjerg. This will surely improve their team, but Jose Mourinho has made it clear that winning the Europa League is his main target. This will surely hinder their Premier League campaign, so a fifth place finish will be good for them. Fourth, Manchester United. They have not spent big this summer in contrast to their rivals, but next season they will surely improve as a lot of youngsters will already have the match experience from the previous campaign. Plus, we might see a bit of squad rotation, unlike of what we saw towards the end of the 1920 season. So a fourth place finish will be good enough. They may challenge for the top two if they complete the signing of Jadon Sancho. Third, Chelsea. Now, Chelsea fans might hate me for saying this, but this is the truth. Chelsea won't finish above third. They might have spent over 200 million in this transfer window, strengthening all aspects of their team, leaving arguably their weakest position, goalkeeper. Well, at least at the time of recording, they haven't signed any goalkeeper. They are going to rip teams into pieces, but cannot compete with the level that City and Liverpool are on right now. Here, we come to the most important phase of this whole table. Who's going to finish first and who's going to finish second? Well, only two teams remain, and they were quite predictable: Manchester City and Liverpool. So, according to me, the team that is going to win the Premier League in the season 2020-2021 is going to be Liverpool. So, let's start with Manchester City. Why I picked them to finish second and not first. Yes, they have signed the likes of Nathan Ake and Torres. Phil Foden also looks to be a very good young talent, but they still can't catch up with Liverpool. Liverpool are on a completely different level altogether. Pep Guardiola has enough experience to guide this team to a second place finish. This team's defense is going to be a massive upgrade compared to the last season. The 18-point gap between Liverpool and Manchester City at the end of the last season will be reduced to 5 or 6 points this season, according to me. So, with only one team left, let's talk about the champions. They probably are going to replicate this season's success next season also. They have surely improved their squad depth this season and should not lose matches due to tiredness towards the end of the season. Well, they might lose the title by a point or a two if they get to a horrible start to the Premier League campaign. So that's the end of it. If you enjoyed the video, do like, share, and subscribe.